Okay, everybody, I believe that we are good to go.
Agent requesting backup.
Oh, we got people in there already. All right, we're set. I thought there was something wrong first, but we're all good. We are all good. Hello, 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 everybody. How is everybody? Everyone. How is everyone doing? Let me just get this shared around real quick and we will get started. All right, that one is good. Let's check that. We got some people in here already. What's going on, folks? What is up? What is up? Thanks, Tony. What's going on, Karen? Hello, Shane. All right, just one sec. I'm getting this on Twitter, and then we are good to go. That one's there. All right. I think we are all set. We already got 15 people in here. How's everybody doing? Okay. Leave that right there. Balt, what's going on, man? Long time no talk. How you doing? Couldn't find the chat on mobile. No, you're good. All right. I think I want to start with a countdown round just to get things going, and then we'll do something. I gotta find a new backpack. My trick now is that I'm just putting on stuff that I don't have ranked up while I do this. Could do the Matador to finish that out. That'd be a good idea. Let's try that. Got a little adrenaline rush going. Why not? Alright, we got that. That should all be good. Just doing bank headquarters, same old stuff. Hey, if you enjoy it, that's what matters. Well, and that's the, I guess that's the, is that the mission for Chang? No, that was for Daniels. Right. By the way, is my game volume at the right? I think it is. Let me know if the game volume is off. I think it's good, though. We already have almost 20 people in here. How's everybody doing? Good morning or afternoon, depending on where you are. Appreciate those likes. How have you felt about the expertise? I feel like it's not really buffing much of the damage we do. I mean, each individual upgrade you're not really going to notice, right? Because it's just 1% extra damage. But I think the concept is that once you really get it up there, 20% extra damage is definitely a big jump. That said, it's definitely much more worthwhile for damage as opposed to armor. Because whereas you're getting 20% extra base weapon damage, you're only getting 20% extra base armor per piece. And I did the calculations, and if you get 20 rank 20 on each of your 6 pieces, that's just shy of like 200,000 armor, which at least in PvP is equivalent to like 1 bullet. So, yeah, I don't know. But, you know, it's going to expand over time as we have more pieces, so you'll be able to get more and more power, so we'll see how it goes. Sebastian, how's it going? I have been great. So what's this I hear about doing Outriders World Slayer stream soon? Yeah, so very graciously, Square Enix provided me with a code for, well, not only for my own system, but also to give away to you all. And so they didn't give me like they didn't say you have to, play in order to get this code or anything. They just said, we're going to give it to you if you want to do it, if you want to make videos, it's your own choice. So yeah, I'm going to do a stream tomorrow of the new expansion. I haven't played almost since launch, so it's going to be interesting to see. And I'll have a code to give away to somebody. So it should be fun. Got my Lady Death Shield Splinter and SPR Vector Sayus to expertise level 20. Good stuff, Dubsta. I think I'm expertise 9. I'm not really taking it that seriously. As long as I get to 10, I'm not going to feel the pressure to keep going. I mean, I'll still obviously keep going, but like, if the most that somebody can have an advantage over me is 10%, and likely it'll be somewhere between 5 and 8%, I'm not concerned about that. My own personal skill can handle a 5% differential there, But that's awesome. Good on you. That said, about that stream tomorrow, I gotta figure out a good way to host a giveaway on a live stream. Well, okay, what do I have? I can do a poll. Yeah, that doesn't really help. I gotta figure out a good way to do a giveaway on a stream. So I've not done that before. But we'll figure it out. Your Matador is now level 15. Good stuff. That's a lot of, I mean, to get a Lady Death to 20, that's a lot of exotic components. We got 32 people in here. How is everybody doing? Good morning, good afternoon. If you've not yet left a like, if you enjoy the content and the channel, I'd very much appreciate it. It helps out the algorithm in sharing this to as many people as possible, so thank you very much in advance, but thanks for being here. We got some interesting stuff to talk about. I suppose I'll wait a little bit for more people to get in here, but yesterday it was confirmed that Ubisoft is going to have a showing at Gamescom. I mean, they made an announcement about it themselves, so it should be pretty substantial. And, a lot of people are wondering if that could mean Heartland, if that could mean potentially other stuff, so I'm very excited about that. Where is this guy going? He's just off. VIP at containment. Well, containment sucks, so I'm gonna avoid that one. They can do that one if they want. I'm gonna go to Turbine.
Protect the engineer.
System breach initiated.
Yeah, the Bighorn puts in work. Not gonna lie. It's the fastest way to increase level of expertise without using 6 pieces of the same equipment. Well, the way I suppose I don't know the, per time fastest way. The way that I do it is what I'm doing right now, where I'll go into Countdown, set my targeted loot to something that I don't have ranked up yet. Whether that be a category like SMGs, I just do them across the board, or a specific gear set or something. And at the same time, I'll put on all pieces of something that I don't have maxed out. So right now I'm using the Bighorn, the Slayer, which I'm never going to use, in regular combat. a bunch of stuff like that, so that I can get the passive XP and then all the donation XP once the run ends. You know what I mean? So that's my trick, and it, you know, works pretty well. Skills, how you doing? Good morning, good afternoon. Does all the do all the audio levels sound fine, peeps? If you don't mind. I don't know why I'm paranoid about it, but I feel like I changed something, and I'm worried that it sounds worse. Oh, I gotta get the servers now. We got almost 50 people in here now. Hello, everybody. Thank you, Bama. Appreciate it. Just wanted to be sure.
10 minutes to log
You never know.
evacuate the facility.
Yeah, don't mind me while I just solo turbine because everybody's over at containment. There you go. VIP just takes too long. It's usually not worth it, but I suppose if 7 of them are there, it's going to work out. This one's almost done. Thanks, Paul. Everything is mad Gucci. Ow.
Data transfer halted. High-risk target approaching.
Yeah, no problem, Silva. Where's this guy? He's in the room? Oh, that's fun. Oh! Well, there you go. Great way to start off a stream, huh? Richard, you had to say that as we got delta. That's great. Marco Blades is in here. What's going on, man? Congrats on 17K. Thank you so much. It's really been an insane year, and so I hardly know what to say to that stuff anymore, but thank you, man. For anybody who doesn't know in here, Marco Blades is a fellow creator in the Division space, and he puts out a lot of great videos, just continues to put out build after build, and I don't know. Honestly, I could not do the same myself, so anybody who doesn't know, you should check him out, but thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. What's going on, Proxy? How to get your damage numbers on the screen? So you go to Settings. What is it under? UI, and then it's right here, scrolling combat text. You want to go to, by default, it's on random sphere. I believe you want to go to floating. And that's how you do it. If you want it, I actually made a whole video about a bunch of like hidden settings that a lot of people don't know about. So if you want that video, I can link it. Well, that was kind of lame. Let's do another run, huh? I should probably just donate these ones up.
In need of backup.
Gamescom? Yeah, so Ubisoft put out a tweet yesterday that they made a whole graphic for it about how they're going to have a showing at Gamescom, which is, I think, pretty notable because they were absent from like any of the E3 slot ones. You know, they weren't at the Xbox One or anything like that, Summer Games Fest. And so, yeah, that takes place August 24th through the 28th, I believe. And so, you know, a lot of people have been like, well, does that mean that Heartland could be there? Does that mean, you know, Ubisoft's got a lot of games that are coming up that they haven't marketed. So I'm very interested to see what develops there, you know? Very interested indeed. Alright. Oh, I didn't even mod this. Oh, that was stupid of me. There we go. Save that. Heartland News plus beta news at Gamescom calling it. It would certainly be nice, wouldn't it, Richard? Wouldn't it? Yeah, I mean, you know, it's been a long time since they announced it. At some point, something's got to happen. What are we doing here? Are we matchmaking? I don't think we are. Okay, I just want to get one full run of this in, and then I want to try one or two of the League missions. Because I actually think
Invite to another agent's group. Receive.
the
You are now in a group.
what they call it, backpack trophy of this one looks pretty interesting. Although it doesn't show it there. It's like a helmet. That one looks cool, but the one I'm actually most excited for is the final League down here. The axe. Gotta get that. Gotta. Pac-Man role-playing game with PvP. I don't know what that means, but hey, Pac-Man PvP. We should make a Pac-Man Battle Royale. I mean, every franchise needs a Battle Royale, clearly. MC, what's going on, man? How you doing? You're late? No, you're not. You're right on time. There is no late. I appreciate you being here. How you doing?
Agent, outcasts have taken over the power plant. Lockdown procedures have been initiated. Last thing we need is a radioactive green poison. We need to remove the virus from the control circuit.
It already
and store
what?
bombs.
What do you mean it had to be R? What do you mean? What do you mean?
Reactor unstable. Emergency lockdown protocols activated. 15 minutes lockdown. Communication relay offline.
Trojan virus detected. Safety protocols activated.
League runs is super easy this week. Well, it's fine by me. I'm just trying to get the the trophy. Yeah, no problem, Proxy. I agree. Well, and also, I mean, back when I turned it on, I feel like it really helped in solidifying my headshots, you know, because you can much more clearly see your dot and where it's jumping. So I appreciate it not only for the aesthetic, but for the gameplay benefits as well. So, yeah. When did you start playing Outriders? No, I liked it too, Sebastian. I played it when it came out. You know, last, what was that, April of 2021. And I did the campaign, did a few stronghold, or what are they called? Expeditions. But that was about it. You know, I didn't really stick with it because, you know, there wasn't really much new content or an end game to it as it was designed. But, yeah, no, I fully enjoyed it. I liked the story. So, yeah, I haven't played it in pretty much since then. So, a little more than a year. I'm excited to see what's been going down. I'm sure I'll finish the new campaign of this one. But yeah, I didn't, based off of how they marketed it, I never expected it to be like something that I would really stick with long term if they weren't going to add new content to it over time. It was just kind of a one and done. You play it, you enjoy the story, you get out. So, and it's a 100 player BR, look it up. I am astounded that that's a thing. I will.
Restored.
After the stream, I will. That's so funny.
You're in. We need to locate the target.
Alright, we're moving as a unit. If we go here and then cooling tower, we should be fine. Outriders is the best mod system. God, can I even remember what it was about? Oh, yeah. I think I remember. Seriously, I haven't played in over a year, so I gotta, like, familiarize myself. I'm hoping they give me the option to start a new character, because I was Technomancer, and I think they nerfed it hard. I'd kind of like to do Trickster, just for fun. Thank you so much, John. I really appreciate it, and thank you for spending your time here. Have a great rest of your day at work, and, yeah. Thank you.
Value target detected.
Proxy, apparently, well, I was completely joking earlier and I said they should make a Pac-Man BR, but apparently it exists, according to Richard, and I am astounded that that's a thing. I find that hilarious. Thank you so much, MC. This year has been absolutely crazy. You know, last year, with the lack of news and the content drought in general, there were some really slow periods in there, which of course, you know, that's not my main concern, but it's always nice to grow and keep getting new people on the channel, and I think in January of this year, we were at 10,000, and we're already at 17. So it's just insane. I can't wait for what the future's gonna bring. And I think, you know, some people in here might know what I mean by that. How would that even work? I don't know. Like I said, I'm just hearing about it. I gotta look it up after the stream, though. Maybe, well, I don't know. Is it like, well, I mean, yeah, it's a BR, it's PvP. Are you all Pac-Man? You're trying to, like, eat each other? It would make sense if it's, like, Agario or Slither.io. But I have no idea if that's what it actually is. Thank you, Xbox. Onwards and upwards, indeed. Big things to come. Heartland, you'll hit 25k easy. For as excited as I am for Heartland, I would be doing myself and everybody else a disservice if I did not put my absolute 100% in when that game comes out. I have a lot of plans, and I'm really, really excited for it. It's a real thing. I already wrote it down on my phone. I'm gonna look it up after the stream.
Rogue incinerator took 10 minutes to lock down. Evacuate the facility.
Yeah, Heartland's going to be big. I need to try and figure out if there's a way that I could do mobile gameplay, because whenever Division Mobile drops, I don't expect me to ever main that game at all. But it would be fun to do videos on it. But I just don't know how that really works. I've never really done that. So, yeah. No, I believed you, Richard. I believed you. I'm still shocked that it's a thing.
Area secure.
Agent, head to the administration building.
Admin time. If Ubisoft makes a new expansion for Division 2, they would reveal during year 5 or 6 of Div 2. With what we were told, apparently the seasons themselves are enough to warrant making new content for this game. Like, apparently they generate enough revenue on their own to warrant just doing that. With the amount they're growing the team over time, I'd be very surprised if eventually we don't see another expansion. So I think it's totally realistic that if Year 4 does well, we hear an announcement at the start or in some point in the middle of Year 5 that they're working on a new expansion, for sure. Got a few ideas I'd like to pitch you sometime later when Heartland drops, yeah?
Agent, you've reached the administration building.
Geez.
I need you to fix the comms.
Just game enthusiast wanting to make someone grow. Well, yeah, anytime, Richard, you know you can DM me, so. For show. I've got...
I know it's your favorite job.
I already have, like, a list of videos that I want to do leading up to and at the release of Heartland. Just saved. That, you know, just gotta wait for the actual gameplay and stuff to come out. Oh, I hear a suicide bomber. Yeah, Heartland's going to be great. I'm very excited. After how good Recruited was, very excited for Compromise. There's also going to be something pretty special coming to the channel in a few months when that's closer, so wink wink. That'll be fun. Again, I'm excited to see what Division Mobile turns out to be. Eventually we'll get the movie. I mean, it's just, you know, stuff takes time, but I'm still excited for everything that the Division universe is bringing, for sure. Like, if you had asked me 6 years ago, when this came out, where I would hope this franchise would lead one day, this is exactly what I would say, you know. I just hope that over time when we get more and more support, as Ubisoft kind of realizes that they were dumb to abandon Division in the first place, and we won't wait so long between stuff in the future. NDA suck, let's be real. I mean, they have their merits at certain times. But yeah, when a game has been announced 13 months ago, it's kind of getting a bit much. Which one's the lounge servers? Or are we still doing that? Okay, he's on it.
Whoever said tech support was boring. One more server and
System breach. Initiating safety protocol.
Incoming. High risk hostile.
Still got my shirt from Eric's Gone Rogue back when D1 dropped. Oh, man. Dude, I remember, you know, it's so crazy to think that, like, I didn't even make videos back then, but my friends and I would always talk about, like, the big four, because there really were just four big YouTubers. Eric's, Skill Up, Marco, and Wits. Or no, one of those was not on the list, because Like Butter was one of them. Maybe it was the big five. Either way, there was those few, you know, big creators, and yeah, it's just crazy to think back how much time has gone by. Tonino, how you doing? Been a while. Don't you think they will have Heartland info in August? I think it's incredibly plausible, and it would make sense for Heartland to show up at Gamescom. At the same time, we've said that about many events in the past, so certainly there's no guarantee. But to me, yes, it makes a lot of sense, and I think there's a good chance. Eric's is my go-to guy for D1 and Marco, yeah. No, Marco, like, I know he switched to comedy, and, you know, whatever he wants to do, good for him. But back when he did those informational videos, like, there was no comparison. He was just incredibly, incredibly good at it. And yeah, it certainly helped me out back in the day. And then I remember just watching Wids, like, go in and solo an entire Dark Sun server with, like, some whack build. I mean, just pretty cool. If there's no Heartland info at Gamescom, I think we'll see a solo advertisement shortly after.
agents stay frosty. Hunters in
If they're going to release or market it this year, it would be very silly if they skipped on Gamescom just to do something on their own shortly after. But yeah, so I don't know, we'll see. Like, they would be very silly to skip out on all of that those free eyes, you know, who are watching, for many other reasons, but, you know, they see something, they're like, oh, that's cool, so, I don't know, we'll see. So I hit 40 the other day, and I kind of hit a wall to have a video on what to do after you hit 40. Was trolling, but you've done so many videos, yeah, I know. Jeez, people are dying. Do I have a specific video on that? I suppose I don't. I did one that was kind of like a guide for returning to the update. I mean, really, once you get to the end game, it's about your own motivations. You know, do you want to... Are you a completionist? Do you want to just go and kind of see all the content that's out there? Do you just kind of want to set up a good build? There's no necessarily right or best path to take. That said, I'm trying to think. Abrax is a fellow creator here on YouTube. He's done a lot of great videos that kind of explain a lot of the endgame systems and stuff like that. I would definitely look up his channel and just search Abrax Division 2 Endgame. I think he had a whole series on it that he made after Warlords came out, and nothing has really changed about the core endgame setup since then. I would check those out. But beyond that, if you have like specific questions that you want to ask, I can certainly answer whatever you're curious about. going on, Mr. K? Alright, these guys gotta die so I can get on the chopper. 10 seconds. I gotta go. They're not all gonna make it. They're looking at their loot. Okay. Sorry I'm late. Been watching Wimbledon. What's going on, King? Again, nobody ever needs to apologize for being late, quote unquote. There's no late. I appreciate you being here. But I hope you were enjoying watching that. Just went into legendary daily thing earlier, and my damage was pins and the weapon drop damage. The weapon drop damage, so in the same range. Legendary is very tough, and like even for myself, I can't solo a legendary. I mean, maybe if I had the right setup, but legendary is a very tough component of the end game, so I wouldn't stress too hard about not being able to do that. So the basic setup of the end game is that the higher difficulty you do, the better rewards you're gonna get. So if you look on here, the first thing you're gonna want to know is that, well, first obviously targeted loot. I'm sure you're maybe aware of that. If you go to global settings at the bottom, it's right on D-pad on console. But you can, if you're on PC, you'll figure that out. It's at the bottom. You can change your global difficulty. You can put on different directives. Well, that's just resetting control points. Basically what that does, the higher difficulty you play on, the better minimum drops you're going to get. So if I play on normal difficulty, there's a chance that I could get a piece that's God rolled, but there's also a chance that I could get a piece that has like 1% in every attribute, right? Whereas if I play on heroic, the very minimum I could get, and this is just a hypothetical number, the minimum roll I could get on a piece that drops is like 10% out of 15. So the higher difficulty you're able to play on and that you do play on, you'll get better and better loot. That's kind of how they set it up. They don't do gear score in that sense. They just do the rolls on that stuff. So the more proficient you get with doing content and the higher levels you can take on, the better you're going to get rewarded for it, if that makes sense. Yeah, and then whatever build you want to kind of pursue, the best places to do that off the bat are Countdown and Summit, because you can choose your own targeted loot. If I go there, you get to choose whatever you want to target, and that can help you get a build together. Yeah, any of that stuff. Nope, no new news, Steve, but Ubisoft is going to be at Gamescom, and that's, leading a lot of people to wonder whether or not it could be there, and I think there's certainly a good chance that it could be. All right, let's do one of these League missions. No way there's guns in Heartland. Confirmed, Richard? Whoa. That's crazy. Oh, God, the Pentagon. Roosevelt Islands, Potomac. Dark Labs might be fun. I mean, these are both on hard. Potomac on challenging. Screw it, let's do the Pentagon missions. Why not? I want to go to the safe house for fun, just walk around in there. I haven't been here in a minute.
Safe area detected.
Yeah, they're only on hard difficulty though, MC. Look at all these people. Here for the League, huh? Now we get to explore the super tiny amount of open world they added for the Pentagon. I never even looked back this way. Obviously that's that. You can see the... Is that the Capitol building? Yeah. Some of that stuff. Wait, there's actually enemies here? Whoa, I didn't realize that. Oh, heavies are just the best stack builders, aren't they? Sorry, one sec. May seem stupid. When I was in a group, people were typing messages when social couldn't find the option. You have to. Where is it? I never use the chat thing just because it's cumbersome to do on console. But if you turn on-screen keyboard on, it's down in accessibility in the settings. You tap down on the D-pad and then you can type out a message. Or if you're on PC, obviously it's a lot easier to communicate that way. Wait, is this the main way you go in? I don't even remember that. I remember seeing the trailer for Division 2 open beta, the hypest trailer in a bit. Yeah. The beta was fun that they put in an endgame mission. Like, that was smart of them to do. We have 60 people watching. Thank you all so much for hanging out. Appreciate you. If you have not yet hit that like button, we're 1 like away from 30 likes. And of course, it helps out the channel and all of that stuff, so I'd very much appreciate it. But yeah, thank you all for being here. 65 now. I spoke too soon. All right, what's my... Does it give you the time breakdown? I want to know. Okay, there we go. Oh boy, can we do a hard mission in 50 minutes, guys? 50 minutes, that's a long time. No, 15, we can do that. Easy money. I apologize if I am late to any chats. I'm just trying to get rank 10.
Heavy drilling equipment to the center.
I'm on Xbox, Shark.
The priority is to take out that operation and prevent them from extracting whatever it is they're looking for. Then, we need to figure out what it is they're looking for.
Do you go up or down? Okay, I think we're good.
Hostile communications.
This is Brenner. Double up patrols and sentries.
I can just pick it all up and then look at it when you're done, MC.
Not sure we can afford to. We're already behind schedule. Just get it done.
That's not great. Expect heavy resistance on your way to the drill.
System restored.
Where did they even drop from? Oh, there's a 3rd level up there. That didn't kill him? Goodness. Goodness.
Explosive compound detected.
You should be able to use that to take out the drill.
Need all the materials, yeah. We got 70 people in there now. What's going on, everybody?
Send reinforcements to the center courtyard. We need to keep that drill safe. Understood, Command.
Looks like you reached the center courtyard. Use those explosives and take out the drill.
Oh, that screen shake is the worst. I always get so many more medics during the time missions, yeah. They're just trying to mess you up.
Excellent
There
work.
we go.
Command, the drill is out of commission. We need to eliminate these assholes.
Where's this other person?
Redirect all available units to intercept.
Hello. I'm doing the League. That's why I'm in the Pentagon. It's both. These are two of the missions for it. Really good. Yep.
Okay. There's an air-gapped server in the Naval Wing. It has a complete inventory of projects and assets based at the Pentagon.
What's going on, Code?
Project list. If your access is blocked by
What's the best
lockdown,
way
I
to
think
gear
you should
now?
be able to access the system and obtain a security key.
I mean, there's no... I guess there is a best way. If I'm trying to put together a specific build, my preferred way to do it would be to go into either Summit or Countdown, which you can find on the top right of your mega map, because they let you select your own targeted loot. And so if you're like, I want to put together a Striker build, well, you can just go in and specifically target Striker. But additionally, every bit of the open world has its own targeted loot designation that switches every day. And so you can also just play whichever one of that you want, but generally playing by targeted loot is the best way to gear, I guess you would say. So yeah. I thought there was a fire can over there, but there was not. Oh, come on. No. Anything better than Manning? Well, I hope they introduce more difficult leagues at some point, because they're all just kind of... I don't know. They're all just pretty blech, in my opinion. Can you view Xander profile or no? If Xander is the last target that's not unlocked yet, then no, you can only view the profile once they become unlocked.
Everything down.
Bravo 19er, securing the war room.
Bravo 1-6, redirect to the server cluster.
Do you have a video of this build? I do, Bryce, and it's was one of my most popular videos lately because I think this is a pretty sweet build and a lot of people enjoy it. As soon as I'm done with this mission, Bryce, I can link that video in the chat. I made about 2 weeks ago. You'll see it listed as a True Patriot build if you want to find it that way, but I can also just link it in the chat in a minute here when I finish this mission. I keep trying to read your message, Richard, but I get through the first line and then I look back at the screen. One sec.
They're going for the servers. Copy. 1-6 in
Doing
position.
channel like crazy and top secret stuff.
Reinforce you.
Oh, I gotcha. What do you mean RWB, Tanino? I'm running True Patriot, Big Tay. I'll link this this build video for everyone to check out as soon as I'm done with this, because it seems like there's more than one person interested. I forget what I have to do in this room. What do I do? Hello? I gotta wait for his video to finish, and then... And then... Am I supposed to do something here on my own? Go left? Well, they should put a little, there it is. You should put a little marker on that. Thanks for the tips, fellas. Do you think we might hear a Div 3 announcement? I am of the opinion that I think it's highly unlikely they're actively working on a Div 3. Maybe they have very preliminary plans, but until Massive wraps up with Star Wars and Avatar, like, fully, or, you know, one or the other, and I think Avatar is going to get post-launch stuff, so mainly Star Wars, I don't see there being any chance that a Div 3 is, like, really being worked on. But you never know. They could always hand it off to another studio, which I find unlikely, but it could happen. Or there could be, you know, some small team that's working on it. So we'll see.
Interfacing. Connection established.
If you had skill build, I can check out.
Electromagnetic
Probably.
interference detected.
Well, if you are planning on using those
Basically,
fancy
anything that
controls,
happened TU11 till current is still viable. There hasn't been that many changes since then. And if you want to go code to I have a playlist called Division 2 build videos. And anything on there, I have a skill build from TU12, I think, that should still be good. If you want to check out anything there that's then or more recent, that should work out. But yeah, that playlist is going to give you everything you'll be looking for. But I'll link that. I'll link this video, or this build I'm using, the video for this after this mission.
System curtailed.
Typically, I'm not the most active skill build user, so there's that as well. I know my buddy Graybeard made a good video on one not that long ago. I can also link that if people are interested.
Error. Data corrupted.
That doesn't sound good. That EMP must have wrecked the server.
Oh, for sure, Morrow. I mean, I think if Ubisoft put the full amount of resources they could buy in Division could easily be their most successful IP and profitable IP. That said, they are, you know, we've got Heartland coming, we've got mobile coming, more Div 2 stuff, so they're certainly putting investment into the Division IP. It's just not as much as it could if they wanted their maximum return, you know. Yeah, no worries, Code. Dark Devil, what is going on? How you doing? Good morning or afternoon.
Command, we've got hostiles approaching Station 4. God damn it. Hold them off. I'll send in reinforcements from the hover.
Yeah, I think we'll make the 15 mark easy here. Yeah, I'm so glad that so many more people saw the True Patriot video that I redid. Because the first time I made it, it got like 1,500 views. And of course, I don't really care how much videos a build video gets. I'm trying to put it out there for people to use. But like, I knew so many more people would enjoy it. So I'm glad the second time around it did a lot better. Ow. Jay, how you doing? I'm doing fantastic. How about yourself?
Great job. I'm pulling up the notes on the active file.
Oh, don't dip down. Hey, stay a little longer. Dang. Really like to see some ideas from the Division 1 concepts when they come to play in Div 3. Yeah, that watch menu.
Class quadcopter detected.
Actual stealth takedowns and options to stealth missions, yeah. Good to hear it, Jay. Oh, for sure, Morrow. No, I'm not trying to like justify or explain their decision because I think it's crazy as well. So yeah, I don't know. It's like they, yeah, I really don't know. Like I said, if they wanted to put the full amount of resources they could into this game, it could easily be their biggest IP. but they haven't expressed any interest in doing that for whatever reason. Alright, come on.
Murata-class quadcopter detected.
Alright, this thing better come closer so I can kill it in the last minute I have here. Nope, it's ducking down. Alright. Alright, one sec, chat. I gotta make sure I don't lose a rank here. Alright, peek up. I'm just waiting on you. There you are. Is that it? Oh yeah. Good stuff. Is Heartland part of the Division 2 or Division 3 coming? It's kind of neither, Code. It's going to be a spin-off game that's not like one of the mainline games, but it will be free to play. And it's being made by Red Storm as opposed to Massive. Red Storm was always the biggest support studio on Division 1 and 2. They usually helped with the PvP stuff. And so now they're getting a chance at making their own game. And yeah, I am immensely excited for it. So there you go. Baseball, I've had a chance to watch a couple of your streams and build videos. I have to say, you're a great creator. Keep up the great work. I'm in. Thank you so much. That's very kind of you, Baseball. I appreciate that. All right, let me link that video for everybody who was asking. Where is it? Here it is. All right, now we'll pin that at the top. You should put your turret drone on that Marauder, yeah. GG's, thank you all, thank you. And we got Mr. Morton Ryberg in here. How's it doing? How's it doing? What am I saying? How's it going? Morton, how are you? Appreciate that, Jewel. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. How's your Tuesday going, Morton? Okay, we did that one. Now let's do DARPA. Let's do it. DARPA is actually a pretty cool mission, I won't lie. I don't do it that often, but it's got some cool stuff in there. I'm warm in the heat at the moment, yeah, I bet. It's finally there, yeah. It's been a strange spring and summer here as well. Not super warm for a while, then like very warm. Now it's cooling off again. It's weird stuff. Morton, I had a question that I was actually gonna ask you the other day, if you don't mind. Are you by chance aware if TU 15.3 has any fixes for the weapon model stuff with like the TKB and the GR9? Hi, Farlane. Just want to see if there's a part like Div 1 Survival. We will see, MC. We will see.
Better hurry up. You're not alone down there.
Yeah, totally, Morrow. I always try and stress people should insert the stuff that they want to do with the builds, but yeah, hope you like it. Saw your now streaming notification as usual. That will never not annoy me, Powerbomb, but I'm glad you're here. How you doing today? Can't remember, to be honest, anything in particular. I can... Shoot, I wish I wasn't doing a league. I would show you. Well, I have a minute. If you go to like this, the some of these still go in the wrong spot. I think it still thinks it's an AK. Because, like, the mag is slightly off down there, too. So just that stuff, really. And I think the GR9 has something with the mag. Just do it after? No, we do it then. We do it right then and there. That's mainly it. I've had a lot of people ask, and I mean, certainly I have noticed it, too, when I use it.
Drones detected.
For that stuff.
Rogue striker drone detected.
Nothing like having to reach out while speedrunning. Hey. Just makes it a challenge. We always like a good challenge.
Active power terminal detected.
Get Isaac close enough, and let's see if we can shut that power down.
Commencing shutdown. Remain nearby. System malfunctioning.
Am I out of the zone right here? I am. Shoot.
Range exceeded. Shutdown halted. System
Now we're doing it.
reactivated.
Don't think it's in 15.3 with a couple of mods on different weapons. Gotcha.
Assault drones detected.
Cool. Appreciate the more pressing matters at the moment. Yeah, for sure. It's not detrimental to gameplay. I was just curious. Thank you for the update. Because I've had a lot of people ask, so I'm glad I can update them on that now.
Power terminal deactivated.
Edo, hope I'm saying that right. How's it going? Damn, we got a lot of people.
Get that other power
I apologize if I lag behind on anyone's chats. We're in a time trial, as you can see.
Detected. Commencing shutdown. Remain nearby.
We got almost 80 people in here now. How is everybody doing? Being relatively new to the game and say I like it a lot. Yes, PC crashes is a huge issue in the community right now that the devs are aware of and actively investigating, so you're not alone in that. And hopefully before too long we'll have some resolutions there. Someone did give a suggestion on my video that I did yesterday. It's the pinned comment if you want to check that out, that apparently they were able to circumvent like the majority of their crash issues by doing something. I'm not a PC person, so I'm not knowledgeable in that stuff at all. But if you want to check that out and try it out, you could potentially have some relief there.
Hostiles eliminated.
Get going. We've got to secure that bioreactor.
Not bad. Did the time trials earlier, got them all but DARPA. Yeah, well, I wasted about 40 seconds showing something for the stream, so I'm probably not getting 10, but I'm fine with that. Glad you're doing well, though, man. Evening, always enjoy your videos, Rogue. Thank you on the bear. Div content streamers, thank you, John. I appreciate that. I, just try to have fun and play the game. I mean, that's why we should all be here, so. You know. Just got back on PS5. Good stuff, Red Boy. Oh, I've always liked how this room looks. Yo, we got a lot of people in the chat. Hello, everybody. Jive, how you doing? I'm doing great. It's crazy as I remember doing Alpha Div 1 part of the Div 1 subreddit. No kidding, Richard. That's awesome. Stories like that are always great. I mean, I have, a similar one where some of the main people I play with, I met and grouped up with at the start of Div 1, so, yeah. Oh, the dogs always mess me up here. Not always, but if you're not careful, they will. Geez, there is a lot of people chatting. Hold on, everybody. As soon as I get past the room, I can just run for a minute. I'll read them. But I see we got Delta and Coldboy in here. What's going on, peeps? For anybody who doesn't know, those are both Good pals of mine and creators in the Division space. You should absolutely check them out. How you both doing? We fixed the server crashes. Oh, I'm sure you guys will, Morton. I'm just glad. Honestly, I said this the other day. The thing that's more important than anything for me is the communication. Like, it's much better, even like the other day, Yannick said, we don't have anything at the moment, but we're still working on it. It's better to say that stuff than to just be silent about it when there's, you know, not anything positive to say, in my opinion. So I'm glad you guys are doing that. And yeah, I hope that the resolution so that stuff can be found ASAP. I'm ready for Heartland reveal this August. Yeah, I hope. I don't know, Morton, you got any fun little insights there? Should we be excited for Gamescom? Just kidding, I know you can't say anything. I'm hoping there's some Division presence at Gamescom, I'll say that. So glad we got all these folks chatting in here. Hope everyone's doing well. How long do I got? 8 minutes? With the last thing? Jeez, I don't know if I can do it.
Where's my bioreactor?
On the barge. Sending it your way now, Command. Ready.
I'm working with Dario on a known issue format.
Listen here. Engaging now.
Nice, that'll be good. Yeah, because some of the stuff people just don't know if you guys are even aware of or working on, so that's good to do as well. Jacob, how's it going? Inside Heartland? I'd get in trouble for telling? I'm sure. Well, but I mean, even Div 2, you know, around that time, August, TU16 should be coming up. I mean, we'll probably know about it by then, I'm sure. But, you never know. You never know. Still waiting on that compromised cover art, by the way. I know you said you saw it. We're going to dominate together on Heartland? Dude, I can't wait. I'm hyped. You said, do tell, Morton. Hey, Morton, the people want to know. You know, it's okay if you get in trouble at your job. Just the people want to know. Of course, I'm kidding. The PvP has been much better without shields. I concur with what Coldboy says there. I hope that the talk about potentially doing status effect changes in TU16 for the DC and PvP, I hope that holds true, because that would also be really beneficial. What do I have to do? I have to shoot that? Yeah. Hey Lily, how's it going? Primate, how you doing? I'm having a great day. This has been an awesome stream. We got everybody jumping in now. How you doing? I'm happy with the new Manon system. It's been fun. Yeah, I really enjoyed there being less of a checklist. Like, it's actually fun to hop on that Tuesday morning when the stuff unlocks and just yeah, run through it. I totally agree. My guess Heartland will release this year, early to mid-November. I think it will release this year too. So we'll see. I hope it's a Gamescom. I've been wanting to talk about that game for a long, 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 long time. Oh, now I gotta go back to that office, of course. Yeah, I'm probably not hitting 10, but that's alright. That one, It's me that approves those things, so I'm among the first to see it. Gotcha. No, I understand, Morton. We're always anxious for more stuff, as I'm sure you are well aware.
We've lost control of the package.
Any units in proximity, move in. Everyone else, get to the helipad.
We know and we'll be actively communicating with you on that when we are ready. Small changes can go a long way to make it feel better. I mean, yeah, the changes that were made in 215, I think, very much improved the experience. Obviously, we had stuff like Heartbreaker that made people lose sight of that for a little bit. But the shield changes and the insync stuff was really beneficial, in my opinion. And yeah, that, like, in the grand scope of things, that wasn't that huge of a change. Geez, I'm definitely not hitting 10. I thought this was going to go a lot faster. Definitely not hitting 10. Also, the chat was going way slower before I started these League missions, well, specifically this one. Not saying I blame anybody. Appreciate y'all chatting, but you're making me stress here. Not really. Okay. Good, can't wait to get home and shoot faces later today. Good stuff, Primate. The fear number. David, how you doing? Yeah, ask away. Morton, the only reason I said that was because I asked Yannick about it a while ago on Twitter. And I don't believe he said TU16 specifically. I'd have to go back and look at the tweet. But he said something to the degree of like the next big PvP thing that you guys were looking to tackle was statuses. Again, I'm paraphrasing. I'd have to go back and find the exact quote. But that's the reason I said that. Oh, y'all talk about the Nemesis system? Yeah. I always thought that could be interesting in the Division. Okay, what do I have to do? Take out the turrets. Of course I can't see that one for me. Yeah, my mistake, Bama. I didn't mean to overstep there. It was just a comment on Twitter, and obviously that stuff always changes, so who knows. I accidentally deleted my main character. Can UBISOFT help me restore that character? I do not know for sure if they can or not, but you should absolutely start a ticket or a live chat with UBISOFT support. They can always help out with stuff like that, or at least give you a clarification on what's possible and what's not. I would feel like they would be able to help with that, and I've definitely talked with them before. So, definitely, yeah, just go to, I think if you just type in UBISOFT support on Google, it'll come up. I've done live chats with them before for different issues.
Order on my mark. Now!
Oh, yeah, you're going to heal up when I get you to 0? Come on. There we go. I should be able to get 9 if I'm fast here. Oh, I see a lot of chats going. I'll check it all in just a sec, folks. There we go. Okay. Not going to say too much here as a lot can happen between now and live servers, totally. But we want to test some things and find solutions through that. I don't think they should not be in PvP, Fox. I just think there's a lot that could be done to better balance them. And offer more balanced counters to them. You know what I mean? There we go. No time frame at the moment, though. Totally. Appreciate the update, Morton. Can I? Oh, I have to go over here. You can actually hook on the rope. GG's, thank you. Are there any plans to add more open world activities like the territory control types? I don't know if you're asking me or Morton. Obviously, I would not know.
Safe area.
It would certainly be cool, I think. All right. We're only a little over an hour in. I'm surprised. Feels like we've been going for a long time. I can run another mission, I suppose. Or maybe some countdown so I can read a little bit more of what the chat's saying. Won't be doing any PvP, sadly, because of the current damage glitches aren't the most fun to contend with, but that'll be fixed in like a week from today, so that'll be good. What do you mean, Morton? Entering my stream doesn't allow you to completely violate all the NDAs and stuff you signed for your job? That's crazy. No, we appreciate the updates that you do provide on here, as always. Oh, I should do some of these. I could get... I'll just do this. Congrats on the big 17K. Thank you, good sir. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's huge. It's been crazy. Division 3 Keener is going to pull an Emperor Palpatine and come back alive. Somehow, Keener is returned. That'd be funny. That would be very funny. Oh, what rank is my... Do I need to switch my target loot?
You have received an invite to another agent's group.
Let's see.
You have joined a group.
What is it at? What? Where is it? Oh, it's up here. 8. Alright, I'll do it for one more then, probably. I'd love to have the division without builds, so I'm excited for Heartland to destroy a third person with high time to kill. We'll see. Could be fun. How hard it would be for them to disable... I don't know, Bama. I don't know what goes into the rationale of disabling stuff and what doesn't, so. Lines like that make you question. Div 3, young Keener Skywalker. Sure, why not? Keener Skywalker. I mean, everyone is... Not everyone. A lot of people have always said Division 3 could be a prequel. I still am very much hoping that the movie, the Netflix movie with Jake Gyllenhaal and Jessica Chastain, is actually a Keener origin story and that Jake is playing Keener. I really hope that theory is true. I think that would be awesome. And like the movie ends with the two of them, like him going rogue and the two of them like facing off. I think that would be awesome. I mean, a fast time to kill. Yeah, I gotcha. When is that ever dropping? The movie? We don't know. I mean, they haven't even shot it yet, so it's still going to be a while. Rawson has taken on a lot of additional projects ever since they were talking about the movie, which is unfortunate, I guess. But I hope that he's still able to prioritize Division to some degree. Alright, start it, leader. What are we doing here? Primate, thanks so much for stopping in, man. I appreciate you. Have as much fun as is possible writing those reports. And yeah, I'll catch you next time, man.
You have left the group. Invite to another agent's group. Receive. You are now in a group.
Having a division without builds and skills would be cool. I'd like to see that. And have it be more survival horror. Well, we'll see what happens in the future. Wink, wink. See the events before the first wave is activated and things that are being done. Yeah. Yeah. Always said prequel first wave, back to the snow. Yeah. How you doing, Killshot? Primate. Out. Love it. Alright, here we go. What else should I do, guys, before the stream ends? I could do another league run after this, but
Agent,
there's gotta be something
outcasts
fun I
have
could
taken
do.
over the power plant. Lockdown procedures have been initiated. Last thing we need is a radioactive green poison. We need
If a
to remove the
prequel meant
virus from the
seeing
control
Faye
cell
alive
with
again, I love that. I very much appreciate that she's still a part of this season with the comms, though, you know? That's been really, really fun to see.
Reactor unstable.
And so I hope in the future we can still see characters like that pop back up in logs, even if they are not alive anymore. We've been discussing the temporary removal of the trap in PvP, not committing to it, though. I'm glad to hear it's at least on the table or being discussed. Oh, goodness. Because, in theory, the trap, you know, similar to the Stinger Raft, could provide a really good tactical option for gameplay in PvP. But, yeah, it's just doing way too much damage. I mean, it has been since it came out. Because even someone who's running, like, Tier 0 or Tier 1 can one-shot you, and that's clearly, I don't think, intentional. What are the other objectives for the leagues haven't been on yet? One is like Black Tusk Elites eliminated, and I think the other one is Hostiles disrupted. I could be wrong. I'll have to recheck.
System back online. Agent down.
Okay, what do we have? Let's just go to containment. We'll just do that. Talked to you on Twitter the other day. Got next to find a code for the alpha if you're interested. I am actually a part of the insider session. Killshot already. I didn't know they had the shareable code thing up already. But if you want to play, shoot me a DM. I haven't played it in a few weeks. I've been kind of busy, so I'm not 100% sure if I'll be in this Friday. But yeah, go for it. Appreciate the offer, though. Yeah, I've been in there for a little while. What can I say? Faye is the best girl. She was a great character. Was and still is. So yeah.
Detected.
Got a bounce. Congrats on 17. Drink some water. Thank you very much, Delta. As always, appreciate you, my guy. Have a good one. See, this is what's nice about Countdown, is I can run around and read chat and just let my teammates take care of the ads. I mean, what could be better? Let other people do my work for me and get the rewards? Psh, easy. Current gaming climate is very lackluster by hopes for fall. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. What I will say is, oh my goodness. As a Division fan, I'm very excited for what the future of the universe will mean as far as like consecutive content releasing. I'll leave it at that. I hate how the Stinger just has a huge reach. Yeah, but I mean, partly that's its design, right? It's meant to be a really good crowd control tool, and I think now that they took some of the edge off of the bleed, it's still very, you know, you have to really think about your choices when it's a tier 6. But I like that. That's what skills should be. They shouldn't just be, you know, put this on and I one-shot you. The more you invest into them, the more it should make your opponent think about their decisions as they go into combat. And that's why I think the Stinger now does, and I think it should be a good example for where other skills should try to be at in the future as far as balancing goes, in my opinion. What's the big news from yesterday? What's going on, Tom? Ubisoft announced that they are going to have a showing at Gamescom. and they even made like a whole graphic for it, which I think implies that it'll be at least somewhat substantial. And so that, could mean that we could see any number of Division things there. Could hear about a new Division 2 update, could hear about Heartland, could hear about mobile. So yeah, I'm very excited to hear more about what there could be at that moving forward as we get closer. And I'm hoping for the best. Yeah, I think Heartland has a very decent chance of being there. Of course, nothing is confirmed or guaranteed. We've thought a lot of times before that Heartland was going to show up at stuff that didn't show up at, but I really do think there's a good chance this time around. And so assuming that the Ubisoft showing is on a day that I am available, I 100% will do a stream of it. That'll be fun. The Game Awards one that we did last December was super fun.
To override safety protocols, eliminate security breach. Failure to override protocols will result in a full communications shutdown.
First time watching streaming viewers, how you doing? I'm doing fantastic, Josh. How you doing? This has been a... Oh my goodness. Sorry if I messed up the mic. Hit my table there. This has been a super fun stream. We've been having a lot of good discussions. How you doing? Jonathan? Hello, hello? Most likely news on Ghost Recon Frontline. I mean, Ubisoft has a ton of games that they haven't talked about lately. There's Heartland, Frontline, X-Defiant, Avatar, Skull and Bones. Potentially if there's another mainline Ghost Recon entry coming. Like, a lot of stuff.
Area secure.
Agent, head to the administration building.
Yeah, no problem, Josh. I feel like I've gotten admin 10 out of 10 times when I've played Countdown recently. Has anyone else experienced that? Like, I don't know if it's just really bad RNG or what. Regards from Costa Rica. Well, hello from the States. I'm doing great. Jonathan, how are you? Pipe dream question, do you think we will ever see the Division in VR?
Agent,
I mean, it's certainly possible,
administration
Mike.
building. We need to fix the comms.
You know, Red Storm is working on a Assassin's Creed VR project, so I mean, a Division studio already has experience with that stuff, so I think it's totally possible in the
I
future.
know it's your favorite job. Need you to search the control room. and
I hope
find the
that one
server.
day, or not even one day, I just hope that they, once Division Universe projects start releasing, like Heartland and that stuff, that they continue to announce more spin-off stuff that can show us, like, new corners of the world. I think it'd be really cool if we get, like, a Last of Us type of story game with the Division, whether it's first person or third person. I think that'd be really cool. VR could be neat. You know, there's a lot of stuff they could do. Now I can experience sticky bomb spam in VR. Yeah, you can have 100 shock turrets thrown around you and just be stuck in place.
You're close. Now, just need you to find another server.
Prequel game where you plays the first wave to go rogue by the end of the game. Yeah, absolutely. And that could even be better portrayed in, like, you know, like I said, a Last of Us type of game setup. People have said before they should make Division 3 a story game like that. And I'm like, well, since we have the Division universe, why not just make it its own thing? And keep the door open for a looter shooter Div 3 in the future, you know what I mean? yeah, their spin-off game, I'm excited to see what that's about, for sure, as we talked about before.
Whoever said tech support was boring. One more server and we
Division 3 in London, yeah, I mean, everybody's got their place that they would want Division 3 to be at. Which honestly is good and bad, because I think no matter where they would pick, there would be some people who would be unhappy. But, yeah, it'll be cool to see one day if it happens. Which I think it will, but probably not for several years. Especially after hearing all the audio from phase missions, there's so many places the Div world can go. Dude, what I'm excited for is that the conclusion of Season 9... Oh, I can't pull it up in here. But is like 2 weeks from today. You know, Xander's... Major Sergeant Xander comes out. And then Captain Lewis unlocks, you know, as soon as you defeat her. So we're going to get those comms. We're going to get his comms. We're going to get 2 additional insurance policy comms from Faye. You know, Season 9 has set up a lot of interesting stuff so far. And we get the conclusion to all that in 2 weeks, which I assume is going to come with a fair amount of answers and not just leaving open a bunch of questions. So I'm really, really excited to find out what we're going to learn in 2 weeks' time.
Good work, Agent. You saved the plant. Move to extraction point. When you're ready to come home, shoot off a flare.
As cool as VR would be, unless they could replicate the graphics quality, I think it wouldn't do it much justice. Yeah, that's fair. That's certainly fair. If 3 is on the moon, there you go. Oh, of course, Morton. No, the story for Season 9 has been kick-ass. It's been, at least, you know, not to unfairly compare, but at least to Seasons 1 through 4, I think Season 9 has given us a lot of really interesting stuff that I've certainly been pleased with it. I really want to secure it as an anchor point going forward. I'm happy to hear that. I think it really does, for, you know, beyond just Division. A lot of games, the story can help ground that stuff, even if it is in a more unrealistic genre like a looter shooter, you know? I mean, Yannick said he's very excited for us to see Season 11, which is way in the future, but the fact that you guys are even thinking that far ahead with this stuff makes me really happy. And how it all ties into the new novels and everything. I mean, the renewed focus on story has been really awesome, in my opinion.
Helo is ready when you are. Shoot a flare to signal for it.
Rogue striker drone detected. Rogue high.
Can you show that build? Sure I can after I do this loony. It's actually not even like a coherent build. I'm just running stuff that I don't have maxed out with proficiency so that I can get the passive upgrades while I do the donation stuff. So there's really no rhyme or reason to this build. I just put on stuff that would increase my damage for a gun that I don't have leveled up, basically. But I will show it after this run, for sure. Love where the story's been going, yeah. The story is one of my favorite parts about the Division overall. I mean, the setup for the entire franchise is, I think, absolutely part of what made it so successful. People really resonated with that and the setting of Manhattan in Div 1. He said, oh yeah, Season 11. I'm sad that I'm just being mega spoiled, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure that's a double-edged sword, for sure. Really love the new man structure. Yeah. No, I definitely agree with Josh. For sure. I love foaming then hiving those guys who drop the heli. Yeah. No, they always get annihilated, but it's very fun to do so.
Torres is on her way.
I am Deed on Xbox Emperor. With the story thing, I'm most looking forward to finding out or what the hunters are and how they tie into the Division universe. I think we're definitely going to get answers, but I kind of hope that not absolutely everything is revealed, because that takes away a bit of the allure of their mystery, you know what I mean? So, I think we are for sure going to get more information, because they've already teased a lot this season, but we'll see. I want to know what is up with Bard in current day. He's been in like every single audio log, but it's all from season 3 or before. Current day, we're supposed to have custody of him somewhere. What's going on with that? That's what I want to know about. Gives a little hee-hee. I mean, we should, I would hope, get at least one more cinematic before the season's out, because Yannick said there's a whole other studio that's helping him make it, so I can't imagine it was just for that one at the start. But we'll see. We will see.
Safe area detected.
I made a super accurate fail out in the new Saints Row character creator. Really, Lily? You should put that on, well, if you have Twitter, you should put it on there and tag me. I'd love to see that.
Something special?
Even if they do reveal the hunters.
Agent in need of backup.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of interesting stuff there for sure. Geez, again, we're only an hour and a half in. Feels like we've been going a lot longer. Appreciate all the... As always, I always appreciate the conversations we have on here. Makes it very fun to do for me. I don't believe he escaped, Mike. I mean, we haven't heard anything about that as far as I'm aware. I like the concept of the hunters being the third wave. Yeah, that's definitely an interesting one. Oh, who wants to see the build? There's the build. Like I said, it's really just a mishmash of stuff that I don't have maxed out in proficiency. So I can get the passive XP while I'm getting the donation stuff going. Polar, all is going great. My friend, thank you for asking. How you doing? You tag me? Alright, I want to see. I'm pulling it up. Let's see. There you go. Even with the side-by-side, that does look a lot like Faye. Nice. I didn't even... Did the game come out, or is this like a thing on their website? Because aren't they doing a whole new... Aren't they doing a whole new game? Good stuff, though, Lily. It's a character creator demo for the new game. Got it. That makes sense. I'm like, I think I would have heard about it if the game had actually come out. All right, should we do... I want to do another league run, I think. Got more motivation to do that on stream. I will say, if you're still listening, Morton, it would be nice to have some harder league missions again. At least 1 or 2 heroic ones. Best guess, once Captain Lewis is eliminated, cutscene will happen, will we see Barton interrogated? I think that's likely, Sebastian, for sure. I mean, there's got to be at least something. One other cutscene of some type. Okay. So we did those. Roosevelt or Potomac? Might as well. Wait, is Roosevelt also 15 minutes? It's no heroic commanding, yeah. Morton, as always, thank you for hanging out. We appreciate it and all the little updates and information you can give us. Hope you have a good rest of your Tuesday and rest of your week. See you around. 18 minutes. All right, that's better. All right, we're going.
Taking down the outcast stronghold and neutralizing their leader, Emmeline Shaw, will do serious damage to the faction. Also, Henry has intel that a mechanical engineer from the campus settlement was brought here recently, so be on the lookout for captives.
We've got a few hostiles ahead.
Oh, I thought it was a new game. Is it a remaster? Well, they are doing a new game as well, aren't they? I thought they showed that at, I don't remember what event, but either, like, Game Awards or something. Maybe it was Summer Games Fest last year. I can't remember, honestly. I don't know why I tried to stop and get that. No need it.
More bad guys just past the fuselage of a cargo plane. No indication they heard.
Oh, you gotta try it, MC. It's linked in the, or it's pinned in the chat.
Not a goddamn thing.
I love it.
Why are we
I replaced it for my Hunter's Fury.
Because Emily
It fits the
told
same
us.
type of role, and it's just great. To be fair, I am playing on hard right now for the league, so it's not like these ads are particularly tanky. But even in general, I love it.
Keep your eyes open. It might be nothing, but it might be something. Is that supposed to be helpful, Earl? Because it isn't. Shut your damn mouth before I shut it for you. Both of you shut up.
Alright, well, everyone is just agreeing there. Yeah, I believe there is a brand new... I mean, I don't know anything about Saints Row, so don't take my word for it, but I think there is literally a new game coming. That's not a remake or a remaster. If Rogue replaces Turns Fury, it means something. That's what I'm saying, Josh. I always try and underscore that to people. Like, I love the run and gun type of playstyle, and I get more use out of this than I do Hunter's Fury, so there you go.
Hurry! Let's move!
There's no direct way into the main compound from where you are. If you can get up on the wing, you can detour around to the west along the quarantine barricade.
Should I get that memento? I've been farming a lot. I can't get it to drop. Yeah, I mean, just keep going in targeted backpack zones. That's where you'll have the best chance, because it's in the general loot pool. It's absolutely one of the best exotics in the game, so... yeah, I hope you can get it soon and that you enjoy it, because it's fun.
You're coming up on a burn pit. At least half a dozen hostiles, but it doesn't look like they're expecting you.
Yeah, Countdown is hard to beat for that stuff. I still think if I were going for like a very specific piece, I might go to Summit and just put on a lot of directives, but it's hard to beat Countdown.
Gun pointed at your head.
Great round gun backpack, yeah, for sure.
Just help me, please.
I know. That one is really funny, Mike. I think my favorite is still in Jefferson when the guy's like, he's like, it's the Division, and she's like, so? Just kill them. That one's really funny to me. Okay. Glad I can stand right next to that and not get hit. Too easy.
I hope you burn this whole place to the ground.
Been playing Countdown for weeks and haven't gotten a single exotic? Really? Are you targeting something that can give you an exotic? Like, you know, not mods or something like that? So, I mean, not one is kind of extreme. Certainly RNG will do what RNG is going to do, but that's tough. Coyote sounds like an ex of mine, so it gives me a little PTSD. I'm sorry,
You're
that's
gonna have
tough.
to find a way to unseal it.
Oops. Oh, though we're doing fine. Look at this time. We only got 3 more rooms. Kind of surprised they give you 18 minutes on here and not on DARPA. Oh yeah, well Div 1 has some great lines. As long as I hear like the starter words for some of Velasi's broadcasts, I can say the entire thing. And then you got LeRae Barrett. I know her speech pretty well. I mean, it's just, you know, it's iconic.
Be careful. They're bound to be expecting you. What the hell was that?
A group of hostiles is moving toward a boat on the east shore.
Yeah, that's true. If you tell people in Countdown what you're trying to get, a lot will
Emily
likely
gets
drop
away,
it because
finding
they don't
her
need
isn't
it.
gonna be easy. You've got to stop that boat. Find a way to the shore and make sure that boat doesn't get away.
Been targeting assault rifles, no, but of another capacitor. Haven't even seen a chameleon. Jeez. I know Barrett's because I found. Oh yeah, no, me too, Josh. We had a friend who we all ended up getting it, and then he just kept. He was trying to get it, and he kept playing that mission on end for like 2 weeks straight. He would just sit in the party completely silent, and then he finally got it one time, and he just like screamed so loud. No, that. I love that setup, honestly, where exotics are like tied to certain things like that. Because I used to play World of Warcraft, and that's kind of how it is in there, at least with certain like legendaries and stuff. Yeah, I love that type of setup in games.
Either side of the boat.
Those tanks are a primary target. What about
Is he
Emily?
in here? Oh my, hello.
The boat. Assuming that was her.
I think one of my favorite bad guys in D2 is Saturn. Saturn. Was that in Season 1? How are they going to put a fire there and not have an affect the gun? The gun. Does your open world difficulty have any effect on the difficulty in Countdown? It does not, Mike. Countdown has its own set difficulty that it'll be at every time you go in there. Yeah, okay, Jupiter was Season 1. I don't remember any of those sub-targets from, like, most of the seasons, so I'll take your word that she had some good lines or something. What's going on, Greg? The deal with Gamescom is that Ubisoft made an announcement yesterday. They made a whole graphic for it to announce that they are going to have a showing there, which, of course, they were completely absent from Summer Games Fest and the Xbox presentation and all of that. So myself and a lot of other people think it's pretty notable that they, you know, would make that type of announcement. Leads me to believe that there will be at least somewhat of a substantial showing by them. And so I think there's, as I said, myself and others have come to the conclusion that there's probably a pretty good chance that we could see the Division Heartland or, you know, other Division stuff. Obviously, it's not guaranteed, but, yeah, I'm excited to see what might happen. Oh, like you physically attend Gamescom, Josh? That's awesome. I've never been to any sort of big gaming convention. I know they're bringing E3 back, so it would certainly be cool to one day. That and Vivian. Vivian was cool. Oh, thank you, MC. I didn't even realize that I hadn't done that. Shows you how much I'm paying attention. Heartland better be there. If it isn't, I would think it's a very, very bad sign. I can't give any details, unfortunately, but if it's not there, it'll suck. You know, it'll be unfortunate that we'll have to wait longer before we can talk about it, but I don't think it's really reflexive on the game at all. That's about all I can say. I like how they all just start running out. That's funny. I never realized that. GG's, thank you. Well, I only go because I live in Germany anyway. It's dirt cheap. Nice. Nice. I bet that's fun. Okay. Getting close to when I gotta bounce, but what else do I want to do before this ends? I guess I could run, let's run the last mission. That'll be the last thing I do. Let's do it. Whoops, gotta switch it off of invaded. It should show up. There we go. Oh, you get 20 minutes for challenging? Well, we're gonna do that. I should have done, sometimes Josh will do countdown where we get people in from the stream. I should have done that. We'll do it next time for sure.
Agents, you need to cut off the primary escape route. Take out the boats that got docked southwest of your position.
I'll keep an eye on the main entrance and make sure he doesn't double back. I'm in. Main entrance is clear.
There's an article released saying the Division Heartland is coming out. I'll say this. Any article that has come out and leaked stuff, sure, they have some information to them, but I would not take that as the end-all be-all confirmation of stuff. There's a lot of things in those articles that I think is not going to end up being quite accurate. I'll put it like that. So even if it doesn't show up at Gamescom, the game could still very well come out this year. Apex Legends released like 3 days after they announced it, and they didn't announce it in any sort of big event, and now it's one of the most popular games of all time, or at least currently. So yeah, I don't think it's quite as much of an ultimatum as you or that article puts it to be. But we will see. Hello.
Attention! We're under attack! Fall back! Get to the boat!
What's your last mission? We'll do the rest of the league off stream. I don't know if I'm really gonna do
Well, at least now we know the strategy.
the ones that are like eliminate Black Tusk and whatnot. I'll probably just wait for it to reset because it resets at the halfway point, and I'll just run the missions again, and that should complete it. I haven't done a league in a long time, like fully, because they're just been repeats, and I have the charms that I already want. But I think this charm looks cool enough. I'll go for it. I don't know why I keep swapping. That gets rid of my stacks. I shouldn't.
I'm seeing a lot of hostiles by the docks. They're securing the boats.
They must be waiting for the order to launch. If the strategist gets on one of those boats, we'll lose our chance to...
Yeah, because Apex came out at a time while BRs were very popular. Who's to say Heartland's a BR? That's my question. We can Heartland. We can run in the game. It's crazy. I heard you can even shoot guns and, like, move. That's crazy. That's my point, though, Joe, is that that's what the leaks have said. But a lot of time has passed, and a lot of non-official information has come out. So I think people are drawing a lot of conclusions that aren't necessarily confirmed. So all I'm saying is, that could certainly turn out to be the truth. I think we just gotta wait and see. That's all I'm saying. So worried about the whole free-to-play thing. That's certainly a warranted concern. And obviously we won't know for sure until we get official information, but I would say don't worry about it too much.
Heads up. I'm seeing a lot of movement toward the boats, but no sign of the strategy.
We need reinforcements on the dock. Now! Take out the intruders! Protect the boat!
Agent, hostiles are inbound on your position by the docks. Watch your six.
Harley needs a fail-out character skin. There's, yeah. I won't say anything, but yeah. There's a lot of, well, I mean, you know, with it being free to play, of course, there's going to be more monetization, but as long as it's not gameplay related stuff, then I think there's a lot they could do that would really satisfy a lot of Division fans. For show.
Shit. Agent Kelso's not responding. Damn it, Kelso.
It's not hard to get
Slight change of plans.
the Arfield Cranium.
With the boats out of commission, the target should still be inside. We have to make sure he doesn't slip past us.
Agent requesting backup.
I wasn't insinuating that a BR is a bad thing. I mean, I'm a PvP person myself. I like BRs. I'm just saying that I think everybody should wait for official information before drawing any huge conclusions. That's my point. I'll reiterate something that Richard said earlier. NDAs suck. What am I... Do I have to go over to this entrance even though it already latched shut? There we go.
Perfect. So predictable. Kill them and feed the burn pit.
Serious trauma detected.
Hello? Can you peek up, maybe? Okay. I just don't want to compare it to games like Fortnite and such. I mean, I'm not saying one way or the other if it will, but is that necessarily a bad thing? I mean, Fortnite is one of the most successful and popular games of the last 5 years. If you mean like the tone of the game and such, I can certainly understand that, but I don't think anybody should be afraid at the idea of Division being possibly propelled to the mainstream in that type of sense. I think it'd be incredibly beneficial for the franchise as a whole. Hello? Somebody up there? Surprised they don't actually do character skins in the Division already. Yeah, well, I mean, they have the system technically with the outfit slot or whatever in the apparel. You know what I mean, like the full body outfit stuff. I'm kind of surprised they ditched that after year one. I feel like they could have made some cool stuff for sure.
It's up to you to finish the job, Agent.
Have to go through the theater. Cut them off and kill them.
Yeah, I'm not trying to invalidate anything that you may have seen or heard, Joe. My point is, it's a test for a reason, and we'll see what happens when the game gets officially revealed. I hate this part when they just sit up there for so long. Oh, come on. There we go. I think the player count Div 2 will take a big hit once Heartland comes out. Initially, I mean, in like that first weekend, I think for sure. But I mean, we'll have to wait and see what type of experience Heartland offers. I think there could absolutely be room for both. I don't think Ubisoft would be growing the Division 2 team if they thought or intended for Heartland to completely replace, you know, the main interest for the Division franchise. You know what I mean?
Was that gunfire? Agent, I didn't send reinforcements. You'll need to clear the building.
Yes, this is the Chameleon Mike. Candy, how's it going? We're doing great. I'm doing great. I can't speak for everybody. Having a great time. How you doing?
Don't everyone cheer at once.
Wait, is
I
that
lost
Kelso?
stroke and I lost comms. Listen,
Thank God. Is Kelso all right?
We will see, Joe. That's why I'm, you know, really hoping that the game shows up at Gamescom so that we can finally begin to talk about this stuff without all of the, you know, secrecy and all the BS that comes with. But we'll see. Either way, whenever Heartland gets revealed or comes out, I'm very excited for it. That's not going to change. As excited as I am for what the future Division 2 could bring, as I've said before, I'm still more excited for the Division Heartland than anything else we know is coming up. So there you go. Sheldon, what's going on? Hello, hello. How you doing today? This mission reminds me of how suspicious Kelso is. Yeah. They definitely introduced a lot of those plot points then. I wonder if at one point they just kind of scrapped it. Because it did seem like they were setting something up there. This mission reminds me of the AC Easter egg. I don't know if I've seen that, MC. What is it? You've basically been the bad guy since Washington. With McManus, I mean, spoilers if you haven't done Season 9. With McManus being a part of Homeland, I think there's opportunity to introduce something like that for sure. I'm very interested to find out, because I mean, Faye clearly had a goal with what she did in Season 4. And it seems like with the insurance policies, by the time we get to the end, she's going to fully lay that out. And I'm interested to see what it is.
No, please don't hurt me. I'll do whatever you want. I'll tell you everything.
All right, calm down. Stop embarrassing yourself. So we got him. That was some nice work, Agent. You should be proud of yourself. Together was the only way we could have done that.
There we go. Yeah, now we can just finish those off next week. Good stuff. All right. That was a great stream. Oh, goodness. Go back to the base, open these real quick. That's been my point for a long time, Sheldon, is that just off of face value, like without any knowledge of what the game is about, the premise of the Division offered to a wider, because free-to-play has to be like the widest gaming audience there is, because literally you don't have to pay for it. There's a lot of people who I bet have avoided the Division because it's always been behind a paywall. Now, of course, they have dropped that over time, but still, some people just don't want to buy games. You know what I mean? They play free-to-play games, and so the chance to introduce it to that new market, I think, has a lot of potential, and I'm interested to see how it'll shake out. All right, everybody. That's all I got. Now I got some stuff to go do, so we're going to go do that. Thank you all so much for hanging out. Do want to let everybody know that the current plan is that I will be live again tomorrow morning, probably around the same time, maybe slightly earlier. Not sure. But we are going to do an Outriders stream where I will have a copy of the game to give away to somebody in the chat. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And yeah. Tune into that if you're interested. I think it should be a lot of fun. We'll probably go for, a few hours, see what's up. And yeah. So stay tuned for that. No worries, Sebastian. But yeah, anyone who's interested should tune to that. And thank you all much for hanging out today. This is a really fun stream. We talked about a lot of fun stuff. I always enjoy doing that. So I appreciate y'all being here. Josh, Sheldon, Joe, Sebastian, Richard, Ito, Sinister, Candy, MC, and everybody, Powerbomb, Mike, Polar, everybody, Lily, who was here earlier. I appreciate y'all. You know who you are. Tanino, Jay, thank you very much. Yeah. We got more streams coming in the future. We got more videos coming. Everything, everywhere. Hope to see you all there. Thanks, Richard. It's always a fun time with everybody in the chat who wants to talk Division. That's what we're here for. So, yeah. I don't have too much else to say. Hope to see you all tomorrow, but if not, see you soon. And until next time, guys, Rogue Gold. Out.